We got Barz On Wheels in the building here tonight. We have a couple pretty talented individuals, I could say, for that. So we'll get into that here momentarily. But for the first part of the show, everybody, we are just going to get to know the creator of Barz On Wheels. We have him here. And we have also, for part one, we have one of his representatives who's also going to be on that 5-Finger Freestyle Challenge. So guys, without further ado, so we can get into the more questionnaire part of this until we hit that 5-finger, let's introduce our guest tonight, Barz On Wheels founder, creator, Manuel Flores. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's an honor. It's an honor. Thank you.
Yeah, and then we also, too, have Vinny Schuetz here, representative, too, of Barz On Wheels, and a very talented artist, too. Y'all should check him out on all streaming platforms. A lot of great, amazing music. And check him out on YouTube, too. They got those ride-alongs. You guys are crushing it out there with the content.
Appreciate that,
that Barz On Wheels content is like no other. And are you guys, you got that content package, too, that you guys are offering, too, right? That you guys are pushing right now.
Yeah, where I teach people how to create their own content, yes.
Amazing content. But let's just kind of cut to the, the basics of it. We'll get the ball rolling here. So guys, where are you guys from, and what do you guys do?
Yeah, man, so like you said, my name is Manny. I'm the creator and owner of Barz On Wheels, and I am from Bakersfield, California.
And then Vinny.
I'm a Bakersfield, California native, born and raised. Love my city, man. Love what we're doing with Barz On Wheels. It's been amazing to be a part of it from the jump. And it only keeps going up, man. So.
And you guys are we got a 1-year birthday party that we'll be attending. LA Lifestyle will be there for sure. We're pulling up next Saturday.
That's appreciated.
Oh, yeah. Come on now.
December 9th, come on.
A game recognized game. And guys, too, there's still tickets. It's just $1 to get in. So anybody listening, if you need something to do next Saturday night and you want to go celebrate a great thing going on, go check out Barz On Wheels.
Come on,
you got what, a taco truck? Like I saw that one post.
We got mechanical ball.
Oh,
we got open mics, so artists that are inspired to hop on and do something. We're taking in submissions last night to do that. But yeah, we got a whole bunch going on.
Yeah, you heard him right. So if you're listening, really quick, I'll let you do it. You have permission. You can walk away from the show. Go submit your music right now.
Go do it. Go do it.
Yes, sir.
If you're going to be there, if you don't submit your music, your name's not getting called because you guys are doing it at random, right?
No, it's actually chosen. So based on the music submitted, we actually listened on the way here.
Oh.
Yeah, listen to the people who we like, and then from there make the decision from there.
Okay, definitely. Dope.
Yeah.
So with everything y'all got going on, it's very interesting too how we met. We also met at a Lighter Fluid. We both had taught a class. You guys did amazing. I sat in on that.
Thank you.
And as I say, you guys are really you've elevated and pioneered, and you got such a great movement going on. Do you just want to kind of touch on exactly what you guys do and the concept of your show for our listeners who aren't familiar with what you guys have going on?
Yeah, man. So we're Barz On Wheels. We're the first ever freestyling show on wheels where we challenge artists to freestyle in a creative way. But the only way I decided to do it was in a van. So we rolled up in a Honda Odyssey van. 2003 is our origin van. And from there, I just decided to challenge artists and have them freestyle and rap, literally in my back seat.
Yeah. And so what made you think of it? Like what made this idea come to fruition? Like what was like the ground structure of it? Like one day where you're like, oh, I'm just going to start a show where people rap in the back of my Honda.
Facts. No, man, I think ultimately it's never been done before.
Yeah.
And the way and the style and just kind of the direction of the show, I wanted to be something that was kind of more family friendly, but at the same time was still showcasing talented artists and where the freestyle was like kind of leading the way to people really see the value in this.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys do bring a lot of value too, because what you guys do for artists, it really elevates too in terms of like how you represent them too. You do a really, really great job of that. And even Vinny too. I mean, like how you guys represent him on the platform, and like too. Has Vinny been there since like the beginning, or are you kind of like a pioneer with all this?
Oh, for sure, man. I met Manny probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
At an event, he was shooting a cipher. It was 16. I know you got your hot 16, so pretty similar to that. But we were doing ciphers, and he was shooting it at the time. So. Yeah. After that, a few people started freestyling, and I was one of those people, and we ended up trading socials. And from there, he hit me up one day. He's like, "Yo, I like your freestyles. Let's shoot some content, man. I got this idea." So from there, we went and shot a Santa Monica Pier, cool minute ago. And from there it's just been.
It was about 2 years ago, you said?
No. So 2 years ago we initially met. From there he reached out like a year later.
Okay.
And then, we connected. I said, let's run it.
And then the foundation was kind of set.
Yes,
You started
sir.
getting
Yes,
out there
sir.
shooting content.
Got
So
on season
was
1.
that some of the OG original Barz on Wheels then? Was going to the Santa Monica Pier? Like, were those some of your guys' first videos, or?
Yeah, so that day was our first content day ever. So that was our first content, other than like obviously filming in the van.
Mm-hmm.
That day was filming in public. It was our first time freestyling for strangers, right? That concept, it exists, but it was still new to us.
Yeah.
And I asked Vinny if he was up for it, and he didn't. He didn't say no.
Yeah. And so with that, that's great too, because you have to have people like this who are willing
Correct.
to take that
Yeah.
risk. Because you yourself, do you make music or?
I do not. I
So-
wish, but I don't.
Well, even with that, that's what I'm saying right there.
Yeah.
Like, I've checked out this man's catalog, and for someone
Talented.
exactly,
Talented,
very
yeah.
talented, and to have that much
Thank
faith.
you.
I mean, like, that's a big risk you take on someone. You know, you
Oh, for
guys
sure.
meet. He's like, I like your music. Let's do this. You know, and that
Mhm.
right there, that's two great minds thinking alike.
Mhm.
So after that, what did you guys like really not learn, but once you had that day of content and you had that day together, what were kind of like your thoughts? Were like, wow, like we can do this, or like what made you guys give that push to where you are now? Was there something from that night, or was it events to come after?
Yeah, man. No, I think those initial days of Barz on Wheels, like those were like the first like 2 months of creating content with Barz on Wheels, right? This is a new idea nobody knows, nobody truly understands yet, because the content isn't out there yet, like the way I wanted it to be, because we were still building,
Yes.
right? But the whole point of those few weeks of creating content was to know who is down for the cause
Yes.
and who understands the potential of this,
Yes.
right? So when I think about Vinny, I think about literally one of those few people, literally those first
Yeah.
5 people who I share the story with, and to truly believe with it. He didn't ask me for money. He didn't say like, "Oh, it's going to take too long." He never complained.
Yeah.
And that is
Sorry.
valuable.
Yeah, let's
That is
go.
hard to find.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
And I found that with Vinny. So
And
yeah,
that's-
he's an OG.
Well, I mean, I got my boy Sinai
Your
here.
boy, yep.
It's the same thing. He don't ask me for money. He don't care how long it takes.
Mhm.
It just happens when it happens.
Yes,
It's
sir.
an important thing to have that.
Well, you
yeah.
can't expect checks very soon. Like,
Yeah,
You
people
know,
forget that.
like
And
I
I
mean,
feel like
even
that's
with
it,
us, you know, we had to check ourselves
What do you
just a little bit sometimes. You
Oh,
know,
for sure, for
you know,
sure.
but you gotta humble yourself a little bit. And
Mhm.
remember why you're doing it, because we're doing it for art.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody in this room that we have here behind camera, you know, not on mic, we all do it for art, right?
Of course.
Right?
Everybody
Our
plays a
in-house
part.
guest
man.
here, yeah, we
Yeah.
all play a part in this art. You know, we have we got Ace Blizzy waiting to come cook.
He's
Cook
waiting,
on the
he's
five
waiting.
My
finger.
boy.
And we got Chuck over here. He's gonna pop in for
Chuck.
part 2. We got Sabi waiting over here also too.
Let's go.
Let's go. We live out here. Just to remind everyone, if you're just tuning in though, we are on KQBH LP, Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM, a community service of Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming live on lpfm.la. Once again, we got Barz on Wheels out here. We got Manny and we got Vinny in the building. And guys, we just kind of, you know, to kind of keep going here on what we were talking about, what was your first breakthrough moment? Like, you guys went viral over the year.
Yep.
What? I gotta hear this. I've been waiting to ask this. When did Barz on Wheels go viral?
Yeah. So it was this time last year. So Thanksgiving last year.
Okay.
So Thanksgiving last year, I was contemplating about quitting the show and just kind of, you know, moving a whole nother direction, right? Just because I was receiving a lot of opportunities at that time that would obviously change my life.
Yeah.
So that's why I was contemplating. It was one morning, I wake up, Thanksgiving morning, boom, my phone starts blowing up. It's like, yo, what is going on? A video that had like 700 views became 5,000 views, 20,000, 30. Literally within the span of 24 hours, it reached 50K.
And what video was it? Like,
Yeah,
who
so-
was in it?
Funny enough, he was also an artist from Bakersfield,
Uh-huh.
and it was not a clip of him going off or, you know, going crazy with the bars or anything. It was actually him messing up. It was simply him not liking the beat or struggling with it, and then losing a life, and then asking if he could take a water. And me as a host, I simply said, "Hey man, you want to take a break? You wanna park right here so we can, so you could go out and
breathe.
reset yourself."
Yeah.
He said, "No, I'm good. It's the beat. I don't like the beat." Boom, he loses another life. So he lost 2 lives within the span of 30 seconds. And I think that's what people like really caught people's eyes with,
For
like,
sure.
yo, I can do that better. Or, yo, what is that beat? I could do that.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like what I guess
It's like when you're on
invited people.
YouTube and you be looking at those beats, they're like, "Oh, I just wrote some fire." Oh,
Yeah,
no, I can do better."
exactly. Yeah.
Those YouTube comments are wild,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So that was it. So who was? I mean, we don't have to name drop, but who was the artist?
Shit, I'll name drop. Excuse me. I'll name drop. It was Oxic. It was an artist named Oxic.
Okay, and he was from Bakersfield.
He's from
Yeah,
Bakersfield.
yeah.
Well,
So,
don't respect those. I mean, you know, he played a part.
He played a part. He played a part. I
he
can't
did.
neglect that. I can't neglect that.
Played a part in it. But hey, you know, so that was the viral moment. So
Mhm.
that was December. So what did
Yeah.
you? What kind of you woke up that morning like? Well, how did you were like, oh my god, like.
Yeah.
Did that save or help you make your decision away from those life-changing opportunities that you just mentioned? Like, was it worth, like, you know, we don't have to get into that, but was it worth, you think, now where you're at, giving up those opportunities from after that viral moment?
Financially, probably not.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever experienced a year like this. And it is because of Barz On Wheels.
Yeah.
And there's something about knowing that you not only changed your life, but also brought and changed other people's lives.
Yeah.
And I don't say that like in an egotistical way, but I say that because I've built a family. And as cliche as that sounds, I truly feel very close with everybody.
You got a dope squad.
It's a very dope squad.
You
And-
guys are dope.
and it's just, yeah, I'm grateful, man. Like I there's no regrets because I know that Barz On Wheels will bring that money in its own way, its own creative way, and I'm gonna do it right with the team.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Well, you guys, the thing I love is when I went out, when we went to the tryouts a few weeks ago, your guys' team dynamic was unreal. Like, really, how you just all intertwined, like, you had Chuck checking people in.
yeah.
Like, it was like, I was like, oh, damn, man, behind the glasses. Like, whoa, all right.
Yeah.
But it was like, you guys worked together very well. And, like, you guys, it didn't, like, I don't know what goes on behind scenes, but it doesn't seem like you guys argue a lot or disagree.
Yeah.
If I could just say that, is that a thing? Do you guys have a, like, do you guys have a good team structure when it comes to, like, communicating and, like,
think
making
that,
decisions? Yeah. Is there a lot of disagreement, or is it very...
No, I genuinely, I mean, like, it's like a brotherhood, you know? Like, it's like you said, it's a family. So
Yeah.
there comes times where, yeah, maybe there might be small bumping heads, you know? But that comes with every friendship or relationship with anybody. But majority of the time, it's all love, and, like, we all just work as a team to, you know, figure these things out. So, no, it's beautiful. And everybody just gets along together. And, like I said, I'm happy to be a part of it all.
I will say though, that wasn't easy to like build that to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, it was I had a smaller team back then, so it was mainly just between Joseph, my co-host.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, it was just between him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So working with just one person all the time, that did lead to a lot of conflict. But I will say that bringing the team, bringing other members, more opinions, more thoughts, did help the to bring solution to that.
Yeah, and so then you guys, you know, you're moving into the new year.
Yeah.
You know, I heard about you guys in March. That's when I discovered Barz On Wheels. It was from Viva Mescal and all those guys. But I checked out your guys' content, and I was like, I went and scrolled back. I was like, oh, whoa. I was like, oh.
Okay, I
was
like this.
I was like, this is good content.
Yeah.
But it was, you guys, you keep me interested. Like, I look forward, like, when I'm scrolling through my story on Hot 16s or LA Lifestyle, I'm like, some Barz On Wheels content coming up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, like, I look forward to it, you know, and that's why, like, it's, like, good content. Like, y'all got me straight up with the van skit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, you saw
all
that?
this guy.
And before, well, obviously I watched it, but I was like, at first, I was like, there is no way. Like, I was like, no.
It was a good hook. It caught people's attention for sure.
That's what I'm telling you. Fire content. And remember, too, like we disclosed at the beginning of the show, they have a content package out on their website. Manny teaches you how to make good content.
Say that again, Ro. Say that again.
Is it still Black Friday deal?
It's still Black Friday.
Oh, hey, you can get it for 50% off.
Yeah.
Instead of $199.99, you can get it for $100.
Sound like I'm scamming people, bro.
No, you ain't scamming.
That's worth it, for sure. Don't lock that in.
I mean, hey, you got to be real with people.
Yeah.
And if you ain't willing to invest in yourself, that's I mean, how many times have you guys had an interaction with people, even buying a car, where it's like a fear factor?
Yeah.
Like, for you guys just got your new van for Barz On Wheels, so season 4, season 5 is going to be lit. We already know you guys got some great guests on there.
Yes,
so
sir.
for that, it's like, how was that for you taking that step for the team?
It's a no-brainer.
Exactly.
It's something that is just, there's no thought behind it. I am strategic, obviously, with my purchase, right? You know, understanding the
Yes.
market and everything like that. But I know that the return on investment of a van, it's going to be endless.
Yeah, and you definitely, I saw how you made that video. You took your time, which is great. You just weren't like a typical new car buyer and jumped on the first deal.
Yeah.
Which is very smart of you, because trust me, I know a lot of people, I ain't saying any names, but you know, I just see them go, oh yeah, you know, buy a car. Oh, it's brand new, so it's great. No, but you know. So guys, everything was going smooth, and so when did you start doing your events? Because when I found you guys on social media, I had noticed you had just recently did some of your first kind of like pop-up events.
Correct.
When did that like kind of, what was the first one, and then how were you able to have that traffic and drive your social media presence to an actual pull presence, like a physical presence?
Yeah, man. So the first pop-up we ever did was in February this year.
And where was that at?
That was in
where was that spot?
In an alley.
It was like it just had a lot of colorful artwork, and it was like a cool
graffiti.
Spot. Yeah, so
like
an
LA vibe.
It just makes sense.
You can
East
pull
LA,
people.
Yeah.
Okay. So and with that too, what was like your guys' pitch there?
That idea happened 4 days before the actual event, and it was simply I was laying down and I was like, yo, I got to do something a little bit more that drives the community. You know, it's because I didn't know who I was speaking to when I was creating videos. Yes, I could get all the likes. I was getting likes in the comments and shares, whatever, but I don't know who these people are. Right, so I was like, you know what? Let me see these people. Let me meet them. So it was an impulse drive decision, and I was like, you know what? It's open to the public. Whoever wants to show up. And I think for that event, we reached like 80 people for that event, just to test the market in LA. And it was clear that people really wanted to, you know, have these events.
Well, and that was great too, because that was like my whole drive with my original companies. Like I knew people wanted this.
Yeah.
And there was a lack of it, where this type of music, well, if I disclosed to you in the break room, there's a drive, there's a market for this right now.
Yeah.
It's like you got to have a balance. You can't have something take over forever, and especially in hip hop, it's so diverse now.
For sure.
I saw, you know, shout out my wife, but I saw her Spotify Wrapped like genres. Y'all ever heard of Trap Queen?
That is a thing. Yes, that is a thing.
Egg punk.
I was like, what's going on? I was like,
that was a curveball.
Yeah, I was like, put some words together, you know? Like, that's all. I was like, music is so diverse now. Like,
it is, nowadays especially.
I mean, everybody has a sound. Like, Vinny has a sound, Ace has a sound, even our boy Chuck over here has a sound. Even, you know, with even Sabi over here mixing up beats, everybody, it's like everybody has their own genre. You really think about it.
No, for sure.
Because I be hearing people put words together like, oh, it's like this, that genre. Like, it's made a new genre. But with you guys, though, what's your main focus, though, for hip-hop with this brand? Like, what are you really trying to do for hip-hop as a whole with this? Like, what are you trying to save, maybe represent, or which overall?
It's a good question.
Yeah, man, I think in the beginning, this wasn't the goal, right? But it slowly built to that point, and I think the whole goal is to bring freestyle back in a digestible way. There's a lot of freestyle hip-hop communities that exist. New York, for example, right?
Great hip-hop.
But it's just the way they're marketed and the way they're presented to the consumer, it just isn't there in a way that is packageable, right? So with Barz On Wheels, my goal is to make it digestible, make it fun, and stand out, and I did that.
Yeah. And so that's the best part about it too, is like it's like very digestible. Like you said, it's family friendly. You got your marketing. That's the thing. You guys got good clickbait.
We're for the people, man.
Great clickbait.
Yeah.
That's that. I mean, well, it's what people want, and that's the thing too. Like, I'm not let down when I watch a Barz On Wheels video. Like.
Yeah.
The thumbnail, low key, and the title have to add up to what you're selling.
For sure,
Nowadays, because if you got some crazy title like, you know, homie does this and that, blah, 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 you're like, I'm going to check that out. And then if it's not there, you're left disappointed. You know, you're not going to go back to that.
I think that's like one of my favorite parts, too, is like behind the scenes, like making the content.
Yeah.
Like, it is just so funny. Like, some of the skits.
Even your football skit.
And we already.
Wild.
I mean, it's hilarious, but, you know, we know it's going to perform well, so I enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
Super fun.
But guys, you know, we're almost to the point of the show where, you know, we get to get funky with some beats here. But just to let everyone know, we are out here again on KQBHLP in Los Angeles, California. 101.5 FM, community service of Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on lpfm.la. I'm here with Barz On Wheels, got creator Manny,
yes sir,
Vinny represented. And we're going to have Vinny Schuetz and Ace Blizzy also, too, the first ever winner of the LA Lifestyle Hot 16
my boy.
Freestyle Contest. If you guys check that out on the socials, on the live we posted, him and Tui went at it, but Ace came out victorious.
Come on, Barz On Wheels representing.
And
Yes,
Manny
sir.
told me too. He's like, I already know whoever I send you, they're gonna get the jacket. They're gonna win. They're gonna get the slot. So
And I was right.
and he was right. So never doubt. I mean, look what he's done in a year. And you know what? Don't even. He's like, God, I shouldn't even question that. But you know what? I wonder. You know, is the audience here and the audience out there probably ready for some freestyle rap? For
I
our
hope
first
so.
They are, bro.
Sunday?
They
I
are.
hope so.
All right. So let's get Ace Blizzy.
Let's get busy.